Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and we're back for the third time with our green-black Izoni Reanimator list. I've been playing the erstwhile deck in Ranked. It's been doing quite well. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into some Reanimator shenanigans, and I'll see you all there. Okay, we're in, and look at the state of this hand. Well, if we're up against Drakes, we still can't win, so let's mulligan that one. And, oh, good God, this is awful. Alright, need 2 lands off the top to make this hand acceptable. Just acceptable, though. I mean, 1 land and we can at least play Crafter. Go for it. Let's do it. Let's go crazy. Red deck, alright. No, it's 3rd land. Well, that's cool, I suppose. Let's see if we're up against mono red. Sneaky suspicion that we're not. You don't really ever see it in best of 3s. Yeah, it's more likely to be something like Drakes. And there's our 3rd land, actually, so Playcrafters are pretty good against Drakes. They like to kill them and play one at a time, so it's nice for us. If we can constantly cycle them back and forth, that'd be also very good, but you know, we'll see. It's like we can do 2 Plague Crafters, gets the Undergrowth for Izoni up to 2, which is fine. Don't ever be fooled that this Izoni Undergrowth count has to be like 20 to be good. We're just trying to play value here, so their only other option now is to shock my face. Doubt they're going to do that. They might use it to hit our Plague Crafter to force it to discard, so we've got to keep that in mind. But we do have a useless 2nd Vraska anyway, so even if it played out that way, I'm not too fussed. So maybe we see Enigma Drake, which would die to a Plague Crafter, which I'd be happy to offer that trade if they'd like that kind of thing. No? Alright. Well, in which case, we actually got ourselves a Branch Walker. So we're looking for a 4th land with this one. 4th land or a Journey, I guess. Though I'm not too optimistic that Journey will stick. For exactly that reason. Huh. Just in time. Well, we are going to graveyard that because we have nothing to apply it to. Plaguecrafter dies before we get the opportunity. So I don't really want the dead card in my hand, especially knowing that they know about it. I want it to be an unknown situation. Right, let's kill Enigma Drake. Dive down will not save you. Goodbye, Drake. Pretty good. If the Crackling Drake will do exactly the same. We just want to hit land drops, though. If we could do that, that'd be nice. Thank you. Playcrafter. We're going to discard the extra Vraska if they do shock this Plague Crafter. Which they did not. Okay. And then maybe we can actually get there with the Biogenicus if we draw another land. We'll have to see. They bottom with the Opt. Good sign, of course. Into Discovery, so they got no creature here. We have a Vraska being played no matter what here. They could have Spell Pierce or Disdainful Stroke, though that's usually in the sideboard, if they do run something like that. I guess they've got maybe Niv Mizzet next turn that we have to worry about, and we don't have an answer to that. Underrealm Lich. Okay. Well, Vraska, see if they have a Negate or anything of that sort. Spell Pierce, yeah, okay. Thank God for the extra one. It's not even the most powerful thing in the world either, because I'm not really up for sacrificing lands anytime soon, but getting the ultimate and having the ability to kill at least Enigma Drake or Electromancer with the -3 is quite nice. Other than that, though, not too powerful in this matchup. Probably will be a sideboard out kind of card. Especially with the Spell Pierces. This is likely to make them want to keep it in. Cuts a lava coil. Okay. So they've established quite the board state. We could do the Vraska. We could do the Branch Walker. If they have the Spell Pierce, then we're in trouble again. If they don't, then we basically just tick this up for no value. I'm just going to go with the Branch Walker, I think. I want to hit a land drop. Thank you. Land drop means ooze. Ooze means power. I got to imagine they've got another lava coil, though. So I don't think it's going to live very long. We also have Underrealm Lich, though, that can survive that. And Underrealm Lich with Vraska is very powerful, so then we have a good use for Vraska. We can play around Spell Pierce if we get an additional land as well, which Underrealm Lich is pretty good at finding. Shocks the Branch Walker. Alright. And a Contempt for Niv Mizzet or Ral in the future. I like that option. So Underrealm Lich will start building the Undergrowth on Izoni for whatever that's worth. We're probably basically just going to take lands at this point. And dodge all of their burn here. They've got Lava Coils and Bacon Bolt. Double Shock, Lightning Strike. There's lots of burn that they could have here. This could actually cost us a lot of life to keep it around, depending on how they sequence this. There's Niv Mizzet. Alright, well we do have the Vraska's Contempt. And we're not afraid to use it. We do need a land to play around Spell Pierce, so I am going to shock in with Overgrown Tomb to make sure that this resolves. I think it's just straight up not worth risking it, especially with them getting an extra draw here. They could also have a dive down, that would be really bad. So far, so good. No, never mind. GG. That'll probably do it. We could still find, if we don't immediately die anyway, we could still find Crawl Harpooner to kill Niv Mizzet. If we can keep recurring that, then maybe we're okay, but we're at 15, we're taking 5 guaranteed, so they have to draw 10 cards worth of damage. That's 3. So we really just have no time at all to find it. Luckily we get to look 3 cards deep. Still pointing at face, or are they going to go to the Lich? Still to face. Okay. Chart a course, that's another 3. God, I love Drakes. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. Alright. This is what happens when they resolve a single Niv Mizzet. We're probably just dead. Down to 4, Lightning Strike kills us. Double Shock kills us. Guess what? They've probably got Double Shock. There's no way they don't have a spell here to play, so they've just 20'd us in one go. Good stuff. Alright. How fun. Alright then, let's bring in all of our Drake hate, because I hate this deck so much that I actually put sideboard tech into it, even though I probably don't even need to. So let's go up that. We don't want... Let's see... What don't we want? Vicious Offering is a little bit weird, but it is also quite useful. We can go down the Branch Walkers, I suppose. Biogenic Oozes seem a little bit flimsy because of Shock. Everything else... Definitely don't need Thrashing Brontodon. 3 Harpooners should mean that we can take down some creatures here. We definitely want to bring the Shaper's Sanctuaries. They get very, very aggressive with their targeting. Ritual of Soot only hits Enigma Drake, and that's not enough. Duress is a possibility. It kind of slows them down, but I don't think it slows them down enough, just because of the sheer amount of cycling they do. We could take a Ral, though. That is kind of powerful. But we have the 3 Vraska's Contempts for that. I can bring down the Vraska's Speaking of, they're not going to be too fantastic here. Let's try it like this. I'm not sure if this is everything we need. Maybe we need the duresses, but I'm going to play it out like this all the same. Alright, we're going to be on the play. And we have a very flooded hand, unfortunately. But we do have the Crawl Harpooner ready for an Enigma Drake. If we can get one creature into the yards. Nah. Alright, I like this one. Stitcher Supplier to the bottom. We're going to go Branch Walker, hopefully third land, stick on Branch Walker. We have to dodge Lava Coil as well, if we're to hope to do that kind of plan. So, Branch Walker, kind of just wanted to hit me a land, honestly. Graveyard that. That puts Undergrowth of 1 on Crawl Harpooner, which means it's going to be a 4-2 to fight all of their stuff, so Dive Down's the only thing that's going to save them there. And if we can recur this every time, then there's basically no way they can win, if we're smart about it. There's basically Ral and Murmuring Mystic, I think, is their only other option. Good game, I guess. They got mana screwed. Yeah, they had the Lava Coil and they dumped it. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to Branch Walker, see if they have Spell Pierce. They don't. Alright. They could still have land into Lava Coil, but because they've just dumped one there, I'm kind of confident to do this. We just need a sacrifice option here. Sulphur Falls, Lava Coil. Well, ain't you perfect? Your mama must be proud. Alright. Save the Harpooners for Drakes. Smaller they are, the better. They will actually trade off with the Harpooners now, though, unfortunately. Land would be nice for Underrealm Lich. Is that too much to ask for? Well, Branch Walker works, I guess. Maybe. Will you hit me a land? You can shock it, that's fine. Shock it now. Don't have to worry about it later. Yep, land pass. There's Enigma Drake. Alright. They have been known to occasionally run Iron Eyes, but I don't think I have to worry about that. So is it Underrealm Lich take 5, or is it Harpooner and kill Drake? I think it's Harpooner kill Drake, because we can respond to a dive down with Vicious Offering and kill it that way. So they'd have to dive down right now instead of in response to the targeting trigger. Let's see if they end up doing that. Yep, they got the dive down there. Okay, so we're going to upkeep and kill it with Vicious Offering. You're losing that Drake, no matter what, bud. Now it hasn't got Hexproof. Just going to kill it. And our Harpooner. Be down. Alright. Moving along. Crackling Drake. Same business. You're going to have dive down, or otherwise it's going to die. Opponent does not. Currently. I'm pretty sure they don't at all. Yeah. You're dead. Alright. We can even Memorial and get back another Harpooner, which is kind of nice. So if they play another Niv Mizzet or Drake here, then we can get it back that way. I think I'm still going to do that. I'd like to have it in hand at all times, just in case, because these Drakes are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's just get back our Harpooner. We're going to play the Underrealm Lich, though, since they haven't got any threats in play. Land, Lich. Do you have an actual counter? Nope. Alright. So they can get a little bit of their damage on. If they want to Lightning Strike this Lich, it's going to cost us 4 life, but I'm going to take that kind of damage. There's Niv Mizzet. So here they go with their perfect drawing. They'll have dive down in hand, of course. We have Vraska's Contempt. And Chupacabra. Which one's better? I guess... Is Contempt better? No, Chupacabra's better. Because it doesn't trigger Niv Mizzet. I suppose. I'm thinking maybe we want to take Vraska's Contempt, though, so we can respond. Maybe that is actually the plan. Alright, well, they know about this one, so let's just get this out of the way. Do you have the dive down? So far, so no. Shocks Harpooner. Okay. And then we'll Chupacabra. So it kind of worked out. I should have taken the Vraska's Contempt, though. It was very risky of me. Yeah, I'll fight you. Oh, wait. Now Niv Mizzet goes down. We get to swing for 4. Swinging. That's 10. 3 cards. One's a Crackling Drake. Okay. Like that, their clock is better than mine. Into an Opt. Their clock is much better than mine. We need another answer to Crackling Drake. We have plenty in our deck. In theory, we should probably hit something. With 3 cards here, Vicious Offering. That's a good one. Alright, so I'm just going to offer the trade, which they won't ever take. But it's worth asking if they want to take it. And we could swing in with a Chupacabra there. I suppose that was probably the better idea, since we're going to sack it anyway, and we're going to take the 2. We could have used this as a -2/-2. Doesn't really matter too much, or it shouldn't, hopefully. That was another line that we could have taken. This is my bad. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, though. I should slow the pace down. I should play more Teferi. That's what I need to do. Let's slow this down. You're at 9. You're as Canter Panicking. Good. Could have Ral. Beacon Bolt. Okay, that won't do anything. That'll make me pay 4. Lava Coil. Now he's indestructible. This is sorcery speed, so... Yep, that won't do anything. That's a big oops. There it is. Already indestructible. And... Guess we take Shaper's Sanctuary. Vicious Offering is also an option, but we go through anything that's not a Niv Mizzet. I think we'll take Shaper's. If they want to try and kill Underrealm Lich, they're going to have to let us draw a card, which is 3, with Underrealm Lich in play. So we get to look at a fresh new 3 cards if they try to kill this, which they absolutely have to unless they have a Drake to put in the way. Okay. Yeah, Stitcher's Supplier, I guess. It's not the best hit in the world, but we'll go with it. Swing for 4. Take you to 1. Play Stitchers to widen the board so a single Drake won't cut it. Fill up the graveyard with some reasonable stuff. I think the graveyard's largely irrelevant at this point, though, because we're not really going to need Journey to Eternity. They literally need to wipe our board here. Or play 2 Drakes. And one's going to trade with the Underrealm Lich, guaranteed. Well, semi-guaranteed. They could have another dive down, I suppose. Which just means that they've bought themselves a turn, because I'm going to pay the 4 life. I guess maybe they could swing back, though. This deck is stupid, so yeah, the 13-14s, they could actually kill us on a swing back with a single Drake. There's Niv Mizzet. Alright. Izoni's pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with Izoni. So, let's swing. Is this worth swinging? They need a... Yeah, I was going to say they need one answer that they can play here, otherwise they're dead. If they blocked and had one red or blue spell there, then they could kill Stitcher's Supplier, and then we're in a little bit of trouble. We could die on the crapback, but we managed it. Alright. Yeah, I just don't I don't really know if I need duress. We can take the lava coils and things like that, but for the most part, I think we're just playing the game as we were. We do just fine. Thrashing Brontodon doesn't hit anything. Ooze dies to shock, so it's kind of annoying. Doesn't grow fast enough as well to get ahead of Drakes. Vraska only kills Enigma Drake, and that's about it. Carnage Tyrant is kind of useful, though it just, yet again, just trades with Drakes, so I'm just going to throw it back like this. We win or lose based on hitting our Crawl Harpooners, and if we can recur them, then we almost certainly win. That's basically how this one goes. Yeah, we'll take this one. We do have the turn 3 Journey to Eternity if we hit a land drop, and we're going to be applying it to the Branch Walker, which can hopefully hit another land. So, we're on the road to doing some good stuff with this hand. Opponent opts. And the mana setup, okay, into Discovery. So my guess is they're going to fill up with removal. Dumping a land, so they must have some extras in hand. Shape of Sanctuary is quite nice. We could take the turn to do that. Yeah, I think so. We still need an extra land anyway, so we'll get this top deck. Maybe that showcases the Journey plan. And then we at least get some trade-off value if Branch Walker was to die. And there it is, wonderful. Alright, we'll lead off with Branch Walker first. If we hit a land, then this stays as an unknown card. Wow, we get an Essence Scattered? Is that a thing that's happening? No. Okay. We are getting shocked though, so let's draw some cards. Stitches Suppliers, pretty nice. Especially with Plaguecrafter as our option. And we get to play it. Stitches. So they need another instant speed answer to Stitches Supplier, otherwise we're going to attach Journey to it. I suppose they could still Lava Coil it. They'd make us draw a card. Maybe we want to play around that kind of thing, so we have to do everything in the same turn. Having 6 mana available means that like Llanowar Elves is actually the play here. And then we leave open... Yeah, I think we go Llanowar Elves. And we try to draw a land off the top. We think really hard about the land that we need here, so that we can Journey and Plaguecrafter to play around Beacon Bolt and Lava Coil. And that's a really good option for our opponent there. Dang it. We didn't think hard enough, chat. Didn't think hard enough. I really don't want to use Plaguecrafter right now. But I'm also not sure if I have a choice, because this Crackling Drake can deal a lot of damage. It plays around Dive Down as well, which they might be holding open. But there goes my plan of basically playing around the sorcery speed removal. I suppose it literally is Lava Coil that we have to play around though, so with that in mind, this should be okay. We play around Spell Pierce here. Get a Stitches Supplier in play. So they need Lava Coil, otherwise they're kind of done. This game should be over, right? Yeah, swing. They won't block, and we'll have nothing to block. So we'll get that point in. Yeah, I need like a Crawl Harpooner. Again. There's Lava Coil. Alright. So draw a card. Ah, 1 mana short. Shouldn't have played the Stitches Supplier, apparently. No. There goes your hindsight right there. Would have been nice. Yeah, if we'd have had not played that Stitches Supplier, we'd have drawn Vicious Offering off the top. And that would have allowed us to sacrifice in response. That would have been really nice. A lot of milling there as well. We'd probably hit a Harpooner. That could have just won us the game. But it was not meant to be. Let's sack a creature. Stitches Supplier. Allows them to try and... We play around Spell Pierce, so they won't play that. They could go for the Dive Down, which will be a wasted Dive Down, because then we'll go Plaguecrafter. There's a Spell Pierce. So they got double spell pierce. I'm gonna make them have it. Yeah, okay. So, we still get some value. Ah, there's a harpooner. We also hit a journey. This is really tricky. Like, they could spell pierce there as a bluff to suggest that they have another spell pierce, but we get 2 cards out of them that way. Maybe it was worth it, maybe it wasn't. But now I get to contempt this Crackling Drake. They don't have a dive down or a spell pierce left. And we swing again. We just need them to not have a creature here so that we can take all of their power off the board with Plague Crafter. Take 6. Shocks in for a Niv Mizzet, of course. And yeah, that'll do it. Can't possibly win through that. Sack whichever one you want. It's going to be the Crackling Drake, because they just top deck removal and they win. Womp womp. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Can't win them all. We tried, but Drakes, they're just perfect. And everybody who plays them is a perfect boy. So, yeah. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet done so, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel and the video a great deal. Very much appreciate it. If you want to support the channel a little bit more and you want to see some extra content as well, for Twitch subscribers and Patreon supporters, I do offer a 4th video of these weekly series, and you'll have a full backlog to check out if you want to see plenty of other videos. So it's completely optional, but I do greatly appreciate anyone who decides to do that kind of thing. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.